What's up, everybody? This is Jacob with Nature Boy Grooming, and today we are going to be going over how to thoroughly clean your wooden beard combs and how to clean them the all-natural way using household products. So, without further ado, we will get started. I'm going to jump right into it. I have 3 combs here. Actually, let me grab these back. This one's my oldest comb. This is the one I should be cleaning. However, I'm going to use this one mainly because with this particular run that we did, we used a lighter natural shade of bamboo and it's just easier to see on camera. Clearly, I added a little extra product here just to help show the effectiveness of the cleaning process. So we're gonna go ahead and use this comb. And I'm going to sit these down, and I'm also going to go over the ingredients that we're going to use to clean the comb. So we have white distilled vinegar, we have virgin olive oil, and we have fresh lemon. Now you can also use lemon essential oil if you like. However, for the intent of the video, I wanted to keep it as practical as possible, and they're both very effective. So you can use either or. You can also use apple cider vinegar if you like. However, I personally choose, when it comes to cleaning purposes, I choose to use white distilled vinegar just because it's a little stronger. Some that you'll find have the same level of acidity. You'll also find a couple of bottles of white vinegar that's at 6% as opposed to 5%. So I just choose the clear because, again, I'm not ingesting it. I'm using it for cleaning purposes, and for this, it is very effective. So aside from the ingredients, you're also going to need something to mix the solution in. I have a clear Tupperware bowl. You can use whatever you like. And then a teaspoon. I have a measuring teaspoon, but you can use a general household teaspoon. You're also going to need some type of brush. Now, again, I kept it very, very cost effective. I grabbed this fingernail cleaning kit. It was about $3 or $4. I got it mainly for this fingernail brush. This is going to be the clutch tool in the process. Other alternatives are scrubbing brushes like these, but this one almost didn't even prove to be as effective as this brush because of the way the bristles are installed in the brush. So let's get to mixing. So what you're gonna need is 1 teaspoon of vinegar, 2 teaspoons of olive oil, and 3 teaspoons of lemon juice. So let's start. Also, if you're squeezing your lemons and a seed falls in, it's okay. You can just take the seed out. It won't hurt. All right, so that's 3 teaspoons of lemon juice, 2 teaspoons of olive oil, and 1 teaspoon of vinegar. Now, why these ingredients? Well, the vinegar is going to be the acidic ingredient that's going to strip away the oil, the grease, the grime, the balm, the wax, the butter. It's a mild disinfectant, so it's going to disinfect and it's going to clean any oil or grease based products off of the wood without damaging the wood. Whereas the oil, the olive oil, is going to condition and lubricate the wood while the vinegar does its job. And the lemon, like the vinegar, is a mild disinfectant, but it also helps with the aroma of the product. Now, another question I know you're probably thinking the moment you've seen vinegar is my comb gonna smell like vinegar for eternity? And the answer is no. The good thing about this, and the main reason why I chose this solution, is because the moment this solution evaporates, the smell evaporates as well. That was the key, the main reason why I chose this particular method and why I choose it is because I didn't want to have the smell of any cleaning product on my wooden comb when I used it. I'm a big guy on scents, and that was key. But the smell of the vinegar evaporates once it's done. So anyway, let's go ahead and mix this together. Now, as you can see, oil and vinegar, they don't quite mix into a perfect, harmonious new solution, but they come close enough to get the job done. So just mix it up a bit. And it doesn't even smell that bad, to be completely honest with you. It doesn't smell bad at all, honestly. So that's enough. Then what you want to do is get your fingernail brush. And by the way, I'll explain why I have these two brushes here in a second. I'll explain why I have this brush as well as this brush. Again, they're alternatives, but we'll get to that point. So I'm going to grab my wooden comb. If your hands are oily, again, it's fine. This is wood, and the wood's just going to soak up the oil that's on your hands. That's the beauty of these combs. They last a long time. So you want to go ahead, dip your brush. Let me bring this up more so you can see it. Dip your brush in the solution, like so. And let's bring this over here. Let me slide this over some. Slide. Yeah. And then, simple, easy process. You're probably watching this saying, why didn't I think of this myself? Well, I don't blame you, because it's a beautiful comb. You don't want to damage it. You're probably worried about running water on it, which, as you can see, we are not using. I don't know if you've seen that hair right there. And by the way, there's not a lot of hair on my comb. We intentionally designed these teeth not to yank your hair out, but I did have a little hair in there, and the brush got it out. See that? So let's shake that off. And then again, let me bring it up so you can see what's happening. So that's what I'm doing. It's like I'm flossing. I'm flossing the teeth. No pun intended, or pun intended, whichever. So yeah, thoroughly floss the teeth with the brush, or brush the teeth. Both sayings work. If you have hair lodged in here, this brush, just take your time and get it out. Fortunately, I don't, but I've seen some combs that have gotten pretty grimy, and again, this brush will get it out. See, I got a long hair right there. I'm gonna go ahead and work that out. And there we go. Got it. Well, you can't see it, but I got it. It's in the brush. Shake that out. You could also have another brush here to clean this brush if you wanted to. So now that you have the base ingredients, how you do it is kind of up to you, but this gives you the idea. I also tried using a toothbrush before, but the toothbrush wasn't quite as effective as the fingernail brush. And really, that's it. Once you get the grime off the comb, once you get it off the teeth, it's good. So you don't really have to scrub and scrub and scrub. Just scrub it enough so that the vinegar and the oil and lemon solution has coated all of the teeth until it's clean enough to your liking. Then you're fine. Then you could rinse your brush off in the same solution. Dab it on a towel. And brush it again. As a matter of fact, let me grab this towel. Bring this a little closer. Dab that on there. And now come with a lighter coat, not so heavy, not so drenched. So continuing back, my camera cut off, but we're still going. So yeah, I'm brushing it with a lighter coat. And it's already looking a lot better. So now what I'm going to do is take this towel and just wipe. This is the first step at drying it off, is wiping it clean, like so. The next step, because you're probably wondering how to get thoroughly in between the teeth. That's why I have these two brushes. This is a makeup powder brush. It was about $3 or $2. I also have this deck brush that I got from Home Depot, which is a lot more effective, but I'm going to show you just because this is a cheaper brush to get. And then you take it, and again, floss the teeth. That's going to help you get in the grooves and dry off any excess oil. You see what I'm doing? You see that? That'll give you a better view of what's happening. And it's soft, so it's able to mold and shape to the teeth. That's going to help you get in between. You can spend as much time as you want doing that until you feel like you've got enough of the excess solution off. Now, this bad boy, this is my favorite right here, because you can just take this and run it through just like that. You've probably seen me use this in some of my videos on Instagram when I'm conditioning the combs for the first time. This is my secret weapon, and it's brilliant. I love it. Took me a while to figure out what to use, and one day I was in the hardware store and I seen this deck brush, this stain brush, and it was the golden idea. So that's what I use. And see, the brush has got the comb nice and clean. Again, you can come back with the towel and wipe, just in case the brushing pushed up any oils up along the surface, and just come and wipe it and do it to your standard until it's clean. And that's it in a nutshell. And then as far as the handle goes, the handle's probably going to get a little oily from the process. You can just take your towel and buff it. Just go right on ahead and buff the oil or the solution in. And again, the vinegar smell is going to evaporate. And that's it. The teeth look nice and clean. Nice and clean. And if I missed a spot, we will go back and clean it. But it looks good. Always pay attention to this area too, because sometimes, you know, hair can get lodged in there. But that's it in a nutshell. You have a nice clean comb. It smells fine already. Honestly, it doesn't have a strong vinegar smell, and it's already starting to evaporate. And that's it. That's the process. So it's really easy. Again, I gave you some alternatives here for anybody that may have lemon essential oil that may want to use that. I would say about 10 drops of lemon essential oil if you're using that in place of the actual lemon juice, but the lemon juice is fine. And that is it. As far as how often to do this, I would say maybe once a month. It just all depends on how much you use your comb, how dirty your comb gets. You may even be able to go a little longer. I wouldn't do it more than that, but again, use your own best judgment. If your comb gets really, really, really dirty, then clean it as often as you see fit. But that's it. That's the cleaning process. I know it's been a while and you guys have been asking for a solution to clean your comb, and that has been the best and the most effective process that I have used thus far. So if you have any questions, please comment below, subscribe, and like, of course, share, pass the info along to anybody else that has one of these combs. If you like the comb, you can find it on our website at natureboyproducts.com, and definitely look us up on Instagram at natureboyig. We don't always have these combs in stock because they are very labor intensive to make, but we do make them in small batches, and when we do, they tend to sell out pretty fast. So that is it. I hope this answered all questions as it relates to cleaning the comb, and until next time, peace and blessings.